Christian Ferguson, who has special needs. I want to bring in our guest analysts for this hour. Kirk Davis joining us remotely right now, along with Philip DeBay joining us in studio. Kirk, is this a really important moment for the defense here? I mean, has this guy just bolstered their case?
Well, that's a great question, Joy. I think it is an important moment, but it seems to me to be slipping away because the cross-exam here by the prosecutor seems to me to be pretty effective, pointing out that when he was 10, there was no mention of it, pointing out on other occasions when he was asked that he didn't have a recollection. So this recent recollection could be problematic for the defense.
Philip, that said, you know, you pointed out that the state's own expert, one of their experts, really pointed to how credible childhood memories can be.
Exactly. They put on some type of federal forensic memory expert who testified, I believe it was after Lynn, formerly Connor, had testified, about how many inconsistencies you're going to see in testimony from adults who perceived the events while they were children and maybe gave slightly different accounts, you know, missed certain nuances, certain details. Well, the state can't have it both ways. You know, they can't distill the nuggets that they want from, you know, Lynn's testimony and try to explain it away because of this phenomenon in youthful testimony versus adult testimony, and then try to pervert that and subvert it when it comes to a defense witness. You don't get to have it both ways. This kid's testimony could be the keys to DeJuan's jail cell.
Oh, to me, one of the things that really gave it a lot more weight was the fact that he said he didn't know DeJuan Ferguson. So there's no bias.
It's a great witness, crackerjack testimony. Defense scored big today.
And did you think that during cross-examination that the state was able to chip away at some of the gains that they made?
You know, chip away I wouldn't say necessarily. Every witness is going to have what I call nuggets and warts, okay? The kid's going to have a few warts, okay? But on balance, I think he was the smoking gun for the defense.
Kirk, real quick before we let you go, what do you think? Do you think they've created reasonable doubt?
No, I just respectfully disagree with Philip. I mean, he's got some good points, and I agree about childhood testimony, but the problem here is it's not just subtle things, it's not minor things, it's major things that are being contradicted here as far as I can see. So I'm not seeing reasonable doubt interjected by this witness.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kirk Davis, for joining us remotely, sharing your insight and analysis. Philip, I know you disagree. We're going to hear more of your opinion.
It's all good.
Ahead.
It's all good.